I want to read to you a post from my Facebook from 2013. It's actually November 12th, 2013. For some reason, this kind of time of year for me is just really a lot of self reflection. And I don't know if it's because it's cold outside. Well, this is probably why, because it's cold outside and I have less to do, so then I can sit and think a little bit more. And back in 2013, I was very involved in my church, and I had a lot of, social doings and a lot of things that I was, you know, involved in. And at that time, I had three young children, and I was very unhappy. And I I know right before I posted this that a few days before that, I was just continually hearing in my mind, from my intuition and, from also, that still small voice of God that you need to stop hating yourself. You have wasted so many years. So, anyway, I'm going to read this to you and then I'll talk a little bit afterwards probably because I like to talk. Today, I am being reminded of the years I have wasted hating myself, hating my body, wishing I felt comfortable in a crowd, not understanding the way I saw things, watching other women and wanting to be them and not me, thinking everyone could see the ugly inside despite the makeup and pretty clothes, wishing my voice sounded different, wanting the ease of social grace so many women had. I am created to be different on purpose. We are created exquisitely different. Perhaps my body was not made to have many children like my heart wanted, but let me be a blessing to the women who can. I have influenced my children, and they are creative and compassionate and sensitive. I watch and observe and see sad things so I can love the people who hurt. I am strong and quiet. I see beauty in everything, and I cry when I laugh. Love who you are. Stop listening to the voices that tell you what you are not. And it was incredibly freeing for me to post that on Facebook, to say no to those lies that I was not all of these things, to the lies that I was not enough because I was this, that, and the other thing. And I really was speaking to myself in that post. And I was also just, calling women out, calling people out to stop looking at everyone else and saying, I wish that I could, go into a social situation and be, sparkling and gather people and be a leader and all of these things and just have this just ease of social grace. And that's really what I was yearning for, was just this ease of social grace, because I would watch these other women and they would be able to just walk into any circumstance and be able to, without missing a beat, be able to just gather people and make people laugh. And I had so much envy over that. And, at that time, I really had to look back at myself and realize where my strengths were and how my mind worked differently. And even though I couldn't walk in and just gather up a bunch of people and be this, center of attention and entertainment, I still had just these beautiful, beautiful gifts, and I needed to appreciate them. So that day really was a turning point for me in the love of myself and the love of the way I was created and the love of how my body was put together. And, I wanted to share this with you just as an encouragement to, love yourself, love the way you were created. God put us together. He put our bodies together and he put our minds and the way that we function together for a purpose. And once I was able to see that purpose, and once I was able to see the ways that I was made to be, to help other people, the more I could love myself. And, I still have bad days. I still definitely have days, yesterday was one of them, that I don't love myself and I don't like the way I am, but it's definitely better than it was, in my 20s, in my teenage years for sure. I mean, oh my goodness, the teenage years are so horrible. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys today and, share my heart and love yourself, people. Love yourself. Just, like I keep saying, live and love out of the way you were created, because being something else is just not going to work. And you will be your happiest when you live the way that you were made. Thanks, guys.